Have you ever had one of those brilliant ideas for community, a group or a club, but you just had no idea where to even begin? Well, in this explainer, we're going to walk you through a super clear, inspiring roadmap for taking that little spark of an idea and turning it into a real, thriving club. So let's dive in. And honestly, what better way to kick things off than with a little wisdom from Winnie the Pooh? I love this quote because it really sets the stage. Building something new, it isn't about just sitting back and waiting for people to find you. It's all about being proactive, reaching out, and going to them.
So where does this whole journey actually start? Well, it all begins with the single most important question any founder has to answer. What's the purpose? What's the core reason your club should even exist? This is your why.
And I want you to really take a second and think about this. Why do you want to start this club? Is there a gap you're trying to fill? A passion you're dying to share? Having a strong, compelling reason isn't just for you. It's the hook. It's the magnet that's going to pull in your very first members. People start clubs for all kinds of reasons. Maybe you see a need for a unique culture that you just can't find anywhere else. Or maybe you want to serve a specific group, like one club that was founded just for a university faculty. It could be about creating a safe, supportive place to learn, or, get this, it could even be a personal challenge. One of the clubs we learned about was actually started on a dare. Okay, so once you've really nailed down your why, your mission gets a whole lot clearer. The next step? It's time to find those first followers. The people who hear your idea and go, yes, I want in. I want to be a part of that.
So how many people are we talking about here? Well, the magic number to officially charter a new club is 20. And that's not just some random number. Having 20 or more members is what really creates that lively, energetic buzz in a meeting. It's kind of the sweet spot you need for your club to feel alive and exciting.
This visual right here gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's that simple, but oh so crucial first step. Building a community really just starts with an invitation, with that first person putting their name down, ready and excited to join whatever it is you're creating. So how do you actually find those 20 people? Here are some strategies that really work. Hosting a demonstration meeting is a fantastic way to give people a little taste of the club experience. That successful university faculty club, they did exactly that to show their colleagues what it was all about. And hey, don't be afraid to ask for help. Experienced leaders can give you some amazing advice. Get visible in your community. Set up a booth at a local fair or market. And of course, use social media and good old-fashioned personal invitations to get the word out. All right, so you've got your brilliant idea and you've started gathering your team. Now it's time to handle the official side of things. I know it can sound a little intimidating, but the path to chartering, which is really just the formal process of becoming a recognized club, is actually pretty straightforward when you break it down. Being organized here is going to be your best friend, and this checklist has you covered. First things first, you'll need a completed membership application from every single charter member. Second, double-check that you're using the most current versions of all the charter documents. And finally, get all those forms sent over to World Headquarters. They're the ones who make it all official. Every new club also needs a leadership team to, steer the ship. To make sure there's a solid foundation of service and excellence, you need at least 3 officer roles. A president to lead the way and set the tone, a vice president to support them, and a secretary or treasurer to handle the admin and finances. And here's a key detail. Each of these roles has to be held by a different person. With your team in place and the paperwork all filed, we get to the really exciting part, launching your club. Those first few meetings are everything. It's where your club's culture and personality truly come to life. This insight from founder Dr. Ralph C. Smedley is just golden. He knew that people learn best not in some rigid, formal setting, but in an environment where they're actually having a good time. The goal is to create a club that feels convivial, which basically means friendly, lively, and just plain enjoyable, and of course, deeply supportive. So think about the difference in the vibe here. On one side, you've got this warm, encouraging atmosphere that's filled with an excitement that's just contagious. It makes people want to come back. And on the other, you've got this rigid environment that feels more like a chore. The choice is obvious, right? Focus on creating a space where people feel comfortable and valued from the second they walk through the door. And this is what it looks like when you get it right. Just look at the energy in this room. This is a thriving club. It's not just a meeting. It's an experience. It's a community coming together, totally engaged, listening, and sharing something special. This is the goal. A successful launch is an amazing achievement for sure, but it's really just the beginning. The real work is in keeping that momentum going and making sure your club continues to grow and thrive for years to come. So, how do you build a club that actually lasts? Well, it really comes down to creating strong systems of support. A dedicated onboarding session is great for helping new members get their bearings. A formal mentoring program gives them personalized guidance. And be willing to invent your own traditions. This creates a unique identity and a sense of belonging that members will absolutely cherish. And always, always come back to those shared interests that brought everyone together in the first place. And let's just focus on mentorship for a second, because this is a total game changer for keeping members around. Giving a new person a designated mentor does way more than just answer their questions. It gives them an advocate, a guide, and a friendly face in the crowd. This helps them feel like they belong so much faster and builds their confidence to really participate. It's how you turn new members into your future leaders. Let's end with this thought. Starting a new club can feel like a small act, right? Just one little stone cast into the water. But as this quote reminds us, that single act can create countless ripples, touching lives and building a community that has a real, lasting, positive impact. So, what ripples are you going to create?